What's up, guys? It's your boy Cam, and I am back with another video. I am here with NXT TakeOver Inferno, and we had a good shows on NXT TakeOver Legacy Night 1, NXT TakeOver Legacy Night 2, and we are here with the Superstar Shakeup. So if you didn't know, I have a brand split between the two brands of NXT. Tuesdays, as you see, we have Inferno. Wednesdays, we have Thunder. And right now, we're going to have the Superstar Shakeup. So we're going to have some new debuts, some new people coming in from Thunder that's going to Inferno. And then, since some of you don't know who's on which roster, I'll be letting you know in storyline, and I'll be letting you know as I go along. So let's hope for a great show. I'm pretty sure this is a good show. So let's get right into it. We kick off the show with an amazing rating because it's who? It's Adam Cole, baby. William Regal says that NXT TakeOver Legacy was a success, but tonight is the Superstar Shakeup. Superstars will be flowing from Inferno to Thunder and vice versa. You will be seeing some new debuts as well as stars coming from the Thunder brand. Adam Cole steps out. Cole says that, yes, that's right, your eyes don't deceive you. Adam Cole is here to make Inferno legendary because he's who? Adam Cole, baby. Santos Escobar, I'm not sure why he's not on the screen, but just imagine Santos Escobar comes out and he says that this is a travesty. People like Cole are getting the spotlight when they were cheated at NXT TakeOver. Santos Escobar was not cheated at NXT TakeOver, but you know, that's some of the things that he'll say. And Cole and Santos start to go at it. Regal makes the main event of Adam Cole versus Joaquin Wilde with Legado del Fantasma barred from ringside. So yeah, this is a good. I wish the storyline would advance because 98 is pretty good. So yeah, we're gonna have Adam Cole versus Joaquin Wilde in their main event, and it looks like Legado del Fantasma has some problems with the first person coming over from Thunder to Inferno, and that is Adam Cole, baby. Let's get it. So Keith Lee's in the ring. He says that he's the first ever NXT television champion. That means he will valiantly defend the title as much as he can on TV. Keith says he's calling out anyone on the roster, heck, anyone in the industry. Then we hear, let me tell you something. And it's Eddie Kingston. The crowd pops because they know who he is. Eddie tells Keith congrats, but he questions Keith's toughness as he almost lost to Dragon Lee 3 times. Where Eddie is from, he would have squashed him like a bug the first time. He says Keith doesn't know what it's like to survive every day not knowing what tomorrow is going to look like. But he knows what tonight is going to look like, and that's taking the television championship from Keith Lee and bringing it back to the independent scene. He gets into the ring, he's about to say something else, but he just hits the mic on top of Keith Lee's head. So yes, Eddie Kingston debuts on NXT. He debuted his gangster gimmick, and he got a rating of great. Okay, so I can't lose the comedy. We don't do comedy anyway. So let's get it. Let's see what the match is. 70, that's really good. And about to have good heat and decent wrestling. Keith Lee defeated Eddie Kingston in 15-14 by pinfall with a power slam. Keith Lee makes defense number 1 of his NXT television championship. Keith Lee 74, Eddie Kingston 50. Keith Lee benefited from having a hot new move. For reference, if you want to see Eddie Kingston in the series, I will sign him. I don't know if it'll be exclusive, but a handshake deal. I've been bringing a lot of people on handshake deals. Eddie Kingston, this was just a one-night appearance, but I don't know. It could be like something about like he did with AEW, where it was supposed to be a one-night appearance, but due to fan demand and people thinking he's a good addition to the roster, he could come in. Him bringing in the 50, I might bring him back in, so we'll see. But 70 to kick off the show is pretty good. As Keith beat a gamed Eddie Kingston in his first title defense, we see 2 new additions on the Inferno brand. We see Dominic Dijakovic standing with Ken Shamrock on the ramp. After a few seconds, they leave, so kind of sending a message to Keith Lee. Keith Lee stands in the ring confused because Keith Lee and Dominic Dijakovic are friends. Or I thought they were friends, we don't know. But since Dominic Dijakovic has had this new change of attitude, Keith Lee's a little bit confused, so we'll see what happens on that end. 67. And the bout that had good heat and decent wrestling, Ilya Dragunov defeated Ray Horace in 13:32 by pinfall with a Grube As Moscow. Forgive me if I'm pronouncing that one wrong. Ilya Dragunov 63, Ray Horace 61. This was a match where Ilya Dragunov had cost Ray Horace the qualifier on the Go Home show for the Golden Ticket Ladder match. Ray Horace then cost Ilya Dragunov the match on Friday, and these two just want to settle their differences in the ring, and Ilya Dragunov came up on top. 79, pretty good. Ilya has beaten Ray Horace, but he wants to take it further. Ilya is about to grab Ray's mask, and if you're familiar with the Mexican tradition, masks are very important, and taking one off is very disrespectful. But Dragon Lee comes out for the save. He gives Ilya an insecurity, sending him out of the ring. Dragon Lee checks on Ray. And for those that didn't know, Ray Horace was the one that mentored Dragon Lee to get him some wins during his best of 5 series against Keith Lee. Even though Dragon lost, he did win those 2 matches because of the training that Ray Horace gave him. So, yeah. Could we be looking at Ilya Dragunov Dragon Lee feud? Sign me up if that's the case. 50. This was doing a lot better than I thought it was. So the Robert Stone brand comes out, including new members Tay Conti and Paris Marie, who were on Thunder, but now they're on Inferno. Angel Williams stands behind the group. Angel grabs the mic and says, "This is the future of women's wrestling. Women who are not only good looking, but women who can wrestle." She says that when Chelsea called, she answered. Chelsea came to her to gain some knowledge on the possibility of forming a group. Then it clicked. She saw a younger, better version of herself in Chelsea. She said that Chelsea has it all, and she will be champ before year's end. This show needs a new generation of the beautiful people. Angel leaves and gives Chelsea the mic. Chelsea says that this is the face that people should be getting used to because it will be on their screens for times to come. These are the women that are going to run. These are the women that are going to run the show. She's talking about her, Tay Conti, and Paris Marie. She says she knew she was going to win on Friday, not because of only Paris and Tay, but because she's simply a better wrestler than Deonna Purrazzo. And then she tells everyone that this division is on notice. So Angel Williams, this is her last night. I just brought her on a 2-night appearance. That was for TakeOver, and it was just for here tonight, just for this segment. Basically, her passing the mic could be a metaphor for her passing the torch to Chelsea Green. So since she's the new leader of the Beautiful People, and if you're not familiar, Angel Williams was the leader of the Beautiful People back in Impact. So this is a way of passing the torch. So 50 ratings, pretty good. I thought I was supposed to advance the storyline. I didn't. Okay. 63, in a decent match, the Golden Ticket winner Trey Miguel defeated Leon Ruff in 13:59 by pinfall with the Yoshitonic. Trey Miguel 61, Leon Ruff with a great 47. Yeah, so it's pretty good. Just giving Trey Miguel some momentum. This is what I'm talking about. Tenille says that last Friday, the better woman won on that day. Just that day. She calls out Amayu and says she wants a rematch. Rhea Ripley comes out and she's the next person to be traded from Thunder to Inferno. Tenille cuts off Rhea before she can say anything. Tenille questions why Rhea is even in the ring. Tenille says that this is her show, and Rhea, she has no time for talking, so she gives Tenille a riptide and leaves. So Rhea Ripley sending a message to the former women's champion and Tenille Dashwood. 53, pretty good. Even though it says a poor match. In a poor match, Southwell Subculture defeated Everrise at 13:45 when Mark Andrews pinned Chase Parker with the Shooting Star Press. You call 53 poor, but I thought that's pretty good. Mark Andrews 57, Morgan Webster 39, Matt Martell 35, Chase Parker 43. Morgan Webster debuted his cocky gimmick, got a rating of great. Mark Andrews, underdog, got a rating of awful. So yes, I like to see that. I likes to see that. Well, that's kind of a spoiler alert, but let's just imagine. Just put that in the back of your thought bubble right there. Malcolm Davis did some good work at ringside. Let's just say that he was just there scouting Everrise, because in the Go Home show he gave them his card because Malcolm Bivens says that what happened with Enda Share didn't work, and he's looking at new talent to sign to Bivens Enterprises. So just look at that as him just scouting Everrise. But agreeing with Malcolm Bivens is pretty good. Pretty good. Regal's in his office, and Brian Pillman Jr. signs the contract. He's happy that Brian Pillman is a new addition to the Inferno brand. Pillman says he's happy to be here, so Pillman came from Thunder to Inferno. James Drake and Zach Gibson from Inferno says that here on Inferno, they're here to bring a spark to the tag division and fix what Regal is obviously neglecting. And that's the tag team division. And then they leave, so short and sweet from the Grizzled Young veterans. Hold on, let me do it. The Grizzled Young. Okay, let me stop. But the Grizzled Young veterans. Then Ace Austin and Jake Something come into Regal's office. Ace is not his usual smug self. He tells Regal that Priest should be arrested for what he did to Jake. Also, since Johnny wasn't contracted to Inferno, he's still undefeated. He was never pinned. So he's trying to make an excuse saying that he was never, even though he was pinned at NXT TakeOver, in his mind, since Johnny wasn't contracted to Inferno. I guess it really didn't count. I mean, it was an unsanctioned match, so he does have a point there. Also, they better be booked next week in the ring, or else Ace puts his shades back on and pats one Regal on the back. 38. Okay, so Everrise is backstage after they lost to the new signees to Inferno, Mark Andrews and Morgan Webster. Malcolm tells Everrise that he sees big things in them and they should consider joining Bivens Enterprises. So yeah, I'm just trying to, when I was doing this save, I've been doing it for in-game a year, and I really haven't used Everrise and Malcolm Bivens to their full potential. And I'm thinking, as the new year has changed, I have to change my booking. So not only should I be booking the top guys, but I should be booking some of the lower end guys too, so they can be at a level of the top guys. And that's what I'm trying to do right here. After the commercial break, Killian Dane is seen dragging Boa back from the backstage area. Killian Dane is one of the superstars drafted to Inferno from Thunder. He drags Boa to the ring and tells the referee to start the match. Ooh, 45. They didn't click that. This match ain't doing so good. And about they had decent wrestling had a decent reaction from the crowd, but terrible wrestling. Killian Dane defeated Boa in 1831 by pinfall with the Ulster Plantation. Killian Dane was another person. Killian Dane was another person that's been underutilized over the year, so I'm trying to give him some momentum as well. Killian Dane, 42. Bo was actually really decent in this game, 37. That's what I'm talking about. Mayu Iwatani is out. She's holding the NXT Women's Championship. Mayu tells the fans that she has done it. She's finally NXT Women's Champion. She will defend the title with honor. Tegan Knox comes out. She's also a new signee to Inferno from Thunder. Tegan Knox comes out and congratulates Mayu on being NXT Women's Champion. She said, even though I'm congratulating you, you better watch out because I'm coming for that title. So, you know, a little bit of a backhanded compliment. She complimented her on being NXT Women's Champion, but she also told her to watch her back because I'm coming for that championship. Tegan Knox is also a person that's been underutilized, so we'll see where this storyline goes. 71. That's a pretty good match. Maybe we should have made this the main event. I don't know. Adam Cole's pretty good. And about that had good heat and decent wrestling. Tyler Bate defeated Leo Rush in 13:53 by pinfall to Tyler Driver 97. Tyler Bate 67. Leo Rush with a really good 54-71. You won't hear no complaints from me about that on the match. After the match, Tyler Bate says he's a single star now. So I guess Mustache Mountain amicably split up. So Tyler Bate's a single star now. He says he has gold on his mind. He thinks he and Yoi can tear the house down. He doesn't want to be handed anything, but he wants to earn it. He's putting Yoi Kotematsu on notice. And for those that don't know, Yori Kotematsu is the NXT North American Champion. So Tyler Bate's looking to add some gold. I don't know. Will Yori answer? We'll see. 69. Okay, that's pretty good. Khabib Nurmagomedov comes out and he says that he and Ciampa went to war. He calls Ciampa a tough SOB and a worthy opponent for his first match. Pete Dunne comes out and says Ciampa isn't the only one that wants to fight Khabib. So, are we looking at Are we looking at a Pete Dunne Khabib match? I don't know. But your boy Malcolm Bivens comes out and he says that both men are the future of this company. Khabib leaves the ring before Malcolm tries to give him his card. So Khabib says, you know what? I might want to fight you, Pete, another day. But since Malcolm came out, I'm just gonna head out. But Malcolm Bivens was able to give Pete Dunne a card, and Malcolm tells Pete to think on it, and Pete gives his signature shoulder shrug. So is Malcolm Bivens? Is Pete Dunne joining Bivens Enterprises? I don't know. We'll see. Morrow announces that Motor City Machine Guns will be here next week to address what their future looks like after losing to MSK. Also, Kushida will be in action next week as well. Main event time, 75. Yeah, that's match of the night. And about to have great heat and good wrestling. Adam Cole defeated Joaquin Wilde in 16-14 by pinfall at the Flying Crossbody. I gotta change that, man. I gotta really change that for Adam Cole. Should really be the last shot or the Oshi. But pretty good match. Joaquin Wilde is really decent in the game. Adam Cole is Adam Cole, so he can carry anybody to a good match. But Joaquin can handle himself, and you can see that in the rating. 75 is pretty good. Oh, great. Let's go. Great to close the show. Io Shirai comes out and she says that she overcame Rosemary's mind games and it's time to move on. Io says, Mayu on. Then the lights go up. Then they come back on. It's Rosemary and Alyssa Flash in the ring. Rosemary and Alyssa Flash carry out a 2-on-1 assault on Io Shirai. Rosemary tells Io this isn't finished until she says so. That was until a person in a black hoodie comes from the ring and saves Io Shirai. Rosemary and Alyssa Flash hightail it up the ring. The hooded individual removes their hood, and it's Kamiko Asahara, the former Mayu Yamashita. And for those that didn't know, I bought Stardom. I don't know if I said that, but I did. I bought Stardom, and they have some really good women down there. Not down there, but they're one of my child companies. So I bought up and signed Kamiko Asahara, formerly known as Mayu Yamashita, and she just saved Io Shirai. So what does that mean? She debuted her Joshi Shooter gimmick. It got her initial rating of great. That's pretty good. And for show rating, I'm going to say 80. 83. Wow. That's one of my best shows. So tell me what you thought down below. We have some new signings. Eddie Kingston debuted. Dominic Dijakovic was staring down Keith Lee, possibly having a Dragon Lee. Ilya Dragunov feud. Killian Dane is being a monster. Tyler Bate called out Yuri Kotsumatu. We got a Pete Dunne, Khabib Nurmagomedov tease. Southwest Subculture, they came out and they debuted. So yeah, we got some pretty good things boiling up. And I even talked about the new signings. Adam Cole just arrived. So once the new signings come, if you think anything's good now, just wait till the new signings come in. So tell me what you thought down below. This was a really good show. So I'll see you on the next one. Peace.